ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bobcat Weekly Podcast, episode 11, coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. For you guys that don't know, my name is Keegan Torsdal, and I'm here with
Aiden Kuntz
and Brady Torsdal.
And special guest this week, former wide receiver for the Bobcats, and another good buddy of ours, Clevan Thomas. CT. CT, welcome on. I think we talked about, early on in the show, we wanted to have him on at some point, and schedules kind of lined up and stuff, had a lot of good people on, and finally getting CT on. Super happy to have you on now. So, yeah, another week back at it. I'm back again. I missed 2 episodes, 8 and 9. I had, just schedule stuff going on, so they had, Tucker filled in 1 episode, and then they had someone else fill in. So, been out a couple weeks, but I'm happy to be back in the deal. So, yeah, another, I'd say, decent weekend for Bobcat athletics. Not as good as we've had the last couple weeks, but football rolls over Northern Colorado. Hockey, unfortunately, gets swept in Utah, and volleyball drops 2 games. So we do have stuff to talk about, and hopefully have a lot of good stuff to chat on throughout the episode once we get into it. But right now, I think I'd like to get into a little bit about CT and you for people that don't know who you are. Kind of growing up, getting into football, coming to Montana State. Kind of walk us through that whole process.
All right. My name is Clevan Thomas. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. Been playing football since 4 years old, so football has been a big part of my life. My dad played at Florida State University. He was a starting corner there, won a national championship there, so kind of it's the only thing I really knew. Played high school ball and ended up I was a 3-star, but 3-star in kind of Florida is it's different from a 3-star here. 3-star in Florida is probably like a 4-star here. I was, ranked nationally at receiver and had a lot of offers. Got an opportunity to play at University of Kentucky, where I committed. Been there since 2017. Played there for 5 years. I tore my ACL meniscus, I want to say 2021. So that kind of led me to my exit out of Kentucky. And then once I entered the portal, I had one of my receiver coaches call me and was like, "Oh, how you how I'm doing and what I was thinking about going." And at the time, I had Central Michigan, I believe I had UCF, and I had UMass. And then a late appearance was what is that green team? I think Eastern Michigan. I don't know, something like that. But he was like, "I got a school for you, and I want you to try it out." And I was like, okay. What is it? He was like, "Before I say it, just be aware it's kind of far." I'm like, "Well, I'm already far from Miami and Kentucky, so, where is it?" He was like, "A little bit farther." I'm like, "All right." So he said Montana State, and I was like, "Oh, where is – honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. I was like, "Where is that?" He was like, "It's touching Canada." And I'm like, "Touching Canada? What?" I'm like, "Am I going – I need a passport? I need to, what's going on here?" So long story short, one of my coaches, Coach Vegan at Wyoming, when he was there, and he was saying how, Coach, a big thing for me when I was older was just trustworthy. I don't want coaches that give me a lot of fluff, so I'm not a real fluff guy. So he's like, "Coach Vegan is a straight and narrow guy, and I like him." So I'm like, all right, I trusted this coach. Came on a visit. They took me out here in the summertime, which was smart, by Montana State. Good job recruiting. I came out here. The weather was gorgeous. I fell in love with just the open land, how slow it is, how different than city life it is, and the wildlife here. And that's all she wrote. After that, I committed, came here to 2022, played 2 years. Yeah, it was fun. Never regret it for a second. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared, very scared. Especially when the winter hit. I'm like, bro, what did I get myself into? But it's been a blessing, and really appreciate that coach for reaching out, and appreciate Coach Vegan for recruiting me.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, if you guys have questions to ask him, Brady's mic is about to die, so we're going to do a quick mic change. If you have stuff you want to talk to him about, I'm going to switch it real quick.
Okay. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, you said you got in the game when you were 4 years old. What kind of motivated you to get in the game and to continue the game?
So it wasn't like my dad was pressing me to play football. It was just, I got baby pictures with me with a Florida State helmet on, running around the house, doing like a chant, like.
Yeah.
So right when I got the opportunity to play football, for my dad was coaching me, I got like a little optimist picture. I mean, shoulder pads were bigger than my head, for God's sakes. But yeah, I got like old film from back then, and I think that was just the first sport I played. For my cousins, and my dad was, as far as my family, my dad was the closest to NFL. So like all of my cousins would wear his number. Number 8 was the number to wear in my family. All my cousins would wear that number and try to get to the NFL or get as high as a level as my dad played. Because my dad played arena football when he didn't make the NFL, and he was a AFL All-American. So he had a really good career over there. But for me, it was just like I'm trying to chase him. Like I want to do what my cousins didn't do. I want to do what my dad didn't do. I want to play in the NFL, and that's been my kind of like the driving force in my life was making it to the NFL, and but yeah, that's kind of what got me into it, and that's all I knew, honestly. I mean, I tried to play baseball and football run along in seasons. I played shortstop for a little bit, and then played basketball, but football was just always my passion. So,
yeah. Do you play any sports besides football and baseball, and basketball?
I ran track, so like that was the second biggest sport in my life. My dad was just like, if you're going to be anything as a skill position, you need to learn how to run. So, learn the right form how to run, and I was not gonna say I was great at track, but I was really good in the 100, the 200, and 100-meter hurdles. So that was like a second passion of mine. So we had this thing in Florida where if somebody's in front of you and you like hawking them down, they'd be like, woo, woo. I fell in love with hawking people down. I fell in love with the crowd and watching somebody get out in front and then me just beat them, and like that until it happened to me, and then it probably wasn't so fun then. But yeah, track was my second sport.
Did you jump at all?
No, I didn't jump. I kind of, my sister jumped, but I could have jumped, but yeah, I was just focused on speed. I mean, I should have, honestly, but I didn't. I was just focused on transitioning to hurdles, because I started hurdles in high school, and that was like jumping enough. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. But yeah, I didn't jump.
I want to kind of go back to you were talking about when you first came out to Montana State. You came out in the summer. You said Danny talked about the same thing. He said that's how they trapped me. He's like, I came out for Gold Rush. It was warm, saw that, and he's like, I'm sold. I'm coming to Montana State, and then he got into the cold weather, and it's a completely different story.
Oh yeah. So I came out here in the summer, and then I think what done it for me honestly was, one, the weather, how kind the people were, and how slow life was, compared to the city life. But it was the premiere of The Miracle in Missoula. And I watched the premiere. It was like right when I got here, the premiere was happening. We watched it downtown in some theater, and it was the first time everybody saw it. But just watching that documentary and watching I felt the passion through the screen. I mean, I played Fires at Kentucky, but I'm talking from the fans and just the players. You can really feel the die-hard fans. You can truly feel it. And we have rival games. We had a rival. I mean, Louisville is our rival team. But man, when Montana State played Montana, I wasn't a part of. I just seen it. That was something that trumped anything I've been a part of. My 5 years at Kentucky. So I was just like, man, I want to play in that game. I want to win that game. I want fans to scream, and I want to feel that passion on the field, like how they feel it, how I feel it right now. Like I was fired up. Like I wanted to play. I wanted to put a Bobcat jersey right after that. Showing. So yeah, that was I don't know if they planned it that way. I don't know if it was just it happened that way, but it was real cool to watch.
Yeah, you mentioned the fans and the community, how nice everyone is here. And I think that's something we can kind of connect with all the guests we've had on here, even back to the first couple weeks up to now. Everyone says that. Everyone has that in common about how everyone loves the community. The people are so nice. Everyone has such great things to say about Bozeman, because it really is a great place, and it's a special college town to have an athletic program like this really across the board. with everything. And I think it's not just football. Like when we had the volleyball players on and hockey and that stuff too. Like you have the community across all the sports, which I think is super cool, especially in a size town like Bozeman, where we're bigger-ish, but not compared to like your Power 5 schools and that sort of stuff. But having that community deal is, I think, such a vital aspect of why programs are so successful here.
Yeah, totally agree. They do a good job here of connecting other sports with each other. Like, obviously football, hang with football. That's who you with 9 times out of 10. But we have some crossings where it's like the gala or, like an event or even, I don't know if you know Matt Kirby, but he leads the AIA Athletes in Action. Under one roof, it'd be probably like 5 different sport programs. And it's just cool how people can let down their guard here as far as sports. Just popping around, hearing the different spots. Like, everybody has their cliques. Like, football only hang with football. Basketball only hang with basketball. But here, if everybody in the shared space together, you can see how we interact with each other. And that's real cool to see here in this community.
For sure. Let's see. So, couple trips to Frisco. I guess, were you one or two trips?
I was 0.
Oh, you just missed them on either side.
Oh, you were in between. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 0. Me and Big Cat, Sean Chambers, we're part of the 0 club.
Yeah, it was a little window in between because I forgot you got here in 22, not 21. I always think you got here in 21, but
and that's crazy because like when they went to Frisco in 21, me and my dad watched the game. He was like, "This is the team that." I'm like, "They made it to the Natty, okay." Like I was watching that game. I'm like, "Okay, I want to get back. I want to get there. I want to win." Like that is all I want. Because when I don't like playing on teams that's already been successful. Like, that's just, you don't really go down in history, So, like, my high school team, I transferred my junior year, and we won states for the first time at that high school, and my name is on the wall, like, forever, and I wanted to do that here. I'm like, okay, how long since they won a natty? All right, bam, I want to go here. I want to win a natty. Like, that's been my whole thing. But, yeah, no. We lost to South Dakota State, North Dakota State. Yep. The Dakotas. The Dakotas.
Yeah. A couple questions, I guess, we asked Danny, just because of former players. Do you have a favorite moment with the Cats over your time?
Favorite moment. I want to say my first touchdown, it was Gold Rush in 2022. The reason why I was so special was because, like, my mom, they traveled here, and I had a lot of doubters when I told my ACL meniscus. Once again, my exit of Kentucky, so you know how that goes with injuries, and you're kind of like the old man. Like, when I got here, I was 23, going on 24. Usually, that's not it's not ideal for a college age. So just going that touchdown and having my mom watch she's like my reason why. It was cool. Like, it gave me kind of a sense of fulfillment. Like, whatever those coaches said, whatever those doubters said, yeah, they're in the review because I did it, So that was a real cool moment for me and my family.
Yeah. All right, so now you're working with the Bobcat Collective.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want to talk about what that is, what your role in it, community impact, all that.
Oh, yeah, so the Bobcat Collective started in 2022. I remember coming here and speaking to Coach Housewright, and I was like, hey, what's up with y'all NIL? He was like, that it was getting started. So when I got here, that's when it fully, got launched. And I wasn't working for it, but I was an advocate for the Bobcat Collective when I was playing. Brandon Van Cleve is the head person in the Bobcat Collective, and he was just saying, like, we got to get this off the ground, And I kind of saw NIL, not going to say from its best, but I saw it from the SEC perspective. Like, I saw it from the top, So I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy. This community love football. So I'm like, oh, I don't even got to worry about it, And, I was just trying to get it where I felt like if a city like Kentucky that has different sports, when football is like the third sport, it's not even the first sport. Basketball is the first sport. And the arguments could be said that like the football program and like the track program is like neck and, you know what I'm saying? Like the football is number one here. I'm like,
Yeah.
this gotta be easy. It's a layup, like. But when I was playing, I was just trying to get it out there, and I was like going downtown trying to do in-kind partnerships with businesses, and basically the Bobcat Collective just allows student athletes to partner with businesses or people or families around the community of Bozeman, Montana, or even we do events in Billings, we do events in Butte, just Bobcat fans who want to support these athletes on the field, on the court, or off the field, off the court. But like everybody believe that yes, like some players get scholarships, but everybody know about the cost of living in Bozeman, Montana. Mm-hmm. So I was a scholarship player. Once I paid rent and I paid utilities, and I went to town and country one time, that scholarship check gone. And there's other expenses. You know what I'm saying? And the Bobcat Collective helps athletes kind of support themselves without having to, get jobs, etc. But even with the Bobcat Collective, when I first got here, I worked from 2022 to 2023. And, the coaches kind of did not like that. But, I had to survive. Like, I had to pay a car note, pay a phone bill, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to – that's why when football ended, I work for the Bobcat Collective now, because I want it to be where guys can come in, where girls can come in, and the volleyball girls and the basketball girls and the boys, and they can just come in and focus on their sport, focus on school, and don't have to worry about work. Like, for example, I always bring this example up, but my boy Chance, I was driving this summer, and I see Chance direct in traffic, and it's hot. This man about to be competing for our starting quarterback position. You got this dude down here doing construction work, and I'm not saying he's above it by any means, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's better businesses out there in Bozeman, Montana that could partner with a guy like Chance, an older guy who can, help these guys. But yeah, so really wanted to start working for the collective and, just get it out there and do good for the sport programs.
Sweet. Well, and they do make sweet gear too, like this.
Yeah.
Sweatshirt I wear every day.
They do. I love the designs they do on those.
They do a good job.
Yeah, they're fun.
And they put out the Gold Rush ones too, and they got the Donjoy Mafia. They just released a new one, the Cold Front, where it's got the entire O-line on it.
I saw that.
They're sweet. And then they got the one with you can say any of the players, with the 41 high five and vegan. And then people buy them.
They need to do a D-line one. Our D-line been, I don't want to talk about it yet, but our D-line been hunting. They've been on a hunt. They've been. I hope one day we can get a D-lineman one, because that'd be real cool.
Yeah, so Bobcat Collective, and you're also getting into the kind of the coaching deal, personal training deal. For you guys that have seen, he's got a personal training page on Instagram, doing his stuff there. You kind of want to touch on that, sort of like getting into the world of that and how that's been going so far, what your goals with it are, kind of talk about what you're doing with that.
Yeah. So the personal training, after I got let go by Cleveland, I came back here, and honestly, I just wanted to give kids, first it started with the kids. Like, I want to give kids or the younger generation an opportunity to, train outside of their sports. Because a lot of people just think, like, oh, if my sport have me training, a month and a half, that's all I do. Like, no, there's off-season training, and if you want to get better at your sport, stats show, if you're a science, stats, numbers don't lie. You can't want to, like, exceed on the field or on the court, but you do the same amount of work like everybody else. So I just want to give kids, a space to train and to get better in their sport, and that's kind of where I started with the personal training. And then I also train adults because, I feel like one of my good friends named Josh Passmore, being strong for long. Like, when you lift, it's not about getting hurt. It's more so about lifting to be strong for life, because in a day's time or a week's time, in an adult world, you lift, you walk upstairs, you carry groceries, you got to carry this, you got to carry that. Why not train in a safe environment built for that? So then when those opportunities come for you to actually do those things in the adult world, you're ready to kind of handle those things instead of like, oh, you hurt your back, oh, you just tore something. we don't want that. Get strong in the gym. So then when life comes, you know, you can handle it. So I started my journey there, and I've been doing that for coming up on 2 years now. And just starting with, you know, my kid groups and my adult training groups kind of led me to being the strength coach for the Bozeman High girls volleyball and basketball. And also ended up opening the door where I traveled to Big Sky, and I led their all-season football program. So they got like a speed and strength football program that I started doing for the first time. And I mean, it was fun. Every time a new opportunity comes at my door, like, I don't say no. If it's a sport that I personally never took part of, I'll learn. You know, like I was training ski kids up at this gym called Moving Mountains up in Big Sky. And did I ski? Heck no. I don't know. I don't ski at all. Every time I surfing, all right, maybe, but skiing, So, but guess what? But I can learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, body mechanics is something that, you know, you can learn, and body mechanics is something that you can learn, and it can cross from sport to sport. So, it's been real fun training these different athletes, and I want to say the only sport I haven't trained yet, if it ever comes, is baseball. But besides that, I think I trained every sport offered here. I had a kid so it's been real cool.
Yeah, and I think that also for your profile, whatever you want to call it, not just being like honed into one sport. Like I'm training football, but being able to do all this stuff opens up you more for more opportunity to train more people, more business, all that stuff, and it's just being more versatile. I think in a sense helps you out a lot, and it makes sense. So yeah, good. All right, should we get into
Instagram Q&A?
Instagram Q&A, yeah. I'll let you guys run this.
All right, so every week we will put out a story a few hours before recording asking for your guys' questions about our guest. We did get a good number this week. The record still to beat is 16 questions, held by Spencer Wilkinson. So we'd love to see that record break sometime soon.
I'll fix it later.
You put the R in, but
Yep. We still can't spell.
Instagram. We're trying.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Aiden. We'll alternate here a little bit. We'll just put Nick's questions.
Scatter them throughout.
Yeah. So first question from Nick Johnson. What was your biggest adjustment as a Florida kid moving to Montana?
Oh, definitely the weather. I mean, I wish I could just connect my phone and have a backdrop. You should see the type of outfits I used to wear. Oh my gosh, it was like crazy. Like I used to wear like, so once again, didn't have like, I didn't know what Carhartt was when I came here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for real. So I would wear like these thin Nike like little jackets. Like it looked like track jackets. I'll wear like 4 of those. I'll wear like 2 hoodies, a face mask, and I'll wear these big old like gloves. But they were like almost oven mitts. They wasn't even like for the cold. It was just like what I brung up here. And I wear these big old boots and like just long john leggings. Like it was some of the outrageous outfits you've ever seen on a human being. Yeah, I think the weather definitely. I think the coldest I've ever played in before I got here was, I want to say 25 degrees. We played Vandy at Kentucky. I mean, it was freezing. Our coach was like, "You better not show like your cold." I was like 25 now, and we had maybe 2.5 inches of snow, maybe. Man, I came here. Oh my gosh, the mornings when they used to plow the fields. I'm like, are we going to go out there? Coach is like, yes, sit down. Meeting time. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the weather definitely. But I mean, it gets to a point where, you know, what you're trying to achieve, it has to be bigger than, you know, any little obstacle. So, I sit here and be like, oh man. But you'll never know that by how I play. Like, when we play SDSU, my 2020 season, and I know people kind of agree with this, but, like, I had the no sleeves. And I think I had the best game I had. I had, like, the one-hand catch. I had the catch where I had a corner route and got, like, pummeled by guys and didn't drop a ball, played hard. But, like, you know, I wanted to win more than complaining or feeling the cold. Like, my mental toughness was real good. So, yeah.
All right. Our next question here from JT Reed. Who is your favorite teammate and why?
All right. So, I have plenty of favorite teammates. I don't want to, like, choose one. You know, I don't want nobody to be, you know, offended if I choose one. But I would say I'll pick one from Kentucky and one from here. So, you know, like, besides, like, my friends, I'm not going to count them. I mean, my favorites end up becoming my friends. But I remember just two instances. I'll say this story. So when I first got to Kentucky, there was this linebacker named Courtney Love. I mean, I was a freshman. He was a captain and everything. And for him to see, like, he kind of just saw my hard work behind the scenes. And he kind of took me under his wing. But for that to happen, you really don't get that. You know, like, that takes a different type of human. Mm-hmm. And at Kentucky, he ended up working for the program, but he has, I will say his name to end of time, because what that did for me and my confidence as a freshman, you know, like that just kind of set the standard for what I want to be when I'm in that position. And when I got here, I'll say this story. I mean, my guy, like I said, I got a lot of favorite players here, but Ty Okada, and the reason why, though, is because I remember, when I got here, I was roommate Jacob and Titan. There were two old linemen at the time. Well, Titan is still an old lineman. But I was rooming with them, and, you know, I'm like, I was out of stater, I'm a receiver. And I remember July 4th came, and I only been here for what? Maybe 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And they were just saying, yeah, CT, like, we're going, blah, 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 blah. So we're all in the locker room, and everybody's just talking about what they're going to do for 4th of July. And I'm like, yeah, Titan and Jacob's gone. You know, I'm about to just chill. You know, I don't know nobody here. I'm about to just chill in the house, 4th of July, whatever. Ty Okada was like, no, you're coming with me. I'm like, bro, I don't even really know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean I'm coming with you? He was like, you coming with me to Flathead. Me and my girlfriend, we are leaving tomorrow. You come in the car with us. Mind you, I mean, I said what's up to Ty. You know, we probably chopped it up probably a little bit, but we did not have a conversation, like, fully. Like, the amount of words we said today, I haven't said in 3 weeks to Ty before this story. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get in a car, and it just baffles. I'm like, you don't know me. You gonna put me in a car with your girlfriend, we're going up to your girlfriend's family house. You gonna let me stay there. I'm just like, this is not common. Where I'm from, it's not common. You know, so I'm calling my dad. I'm like, man, hey, man, I think I'm going to get set up. So, like, if something happens to me, this is my location. Because no, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because that does not happen. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about, we ran Pete's Hill. The day of, we ran Pete's Hill. We get in the car. I'm thinking, like, all right, I'm about to just zonk out. I'm so tired. Ty was like, no, let's get to know you. So we're playing get to know you games on the way up. Mm-hmm. So I'm learning.
It's a long drive up there.
I mean, it is a long drive, but I couldn't even sleep. I'm so tired. So long story short, like, I get to know Ty, and I'm talking about it was a new. I've never had a player go that far to just get to know me, you know, and that was the first time that ever happened. Ever. Like, the trust, it was not common. And for him to do that, I mean, I have deep respect for him and love for him, and that just sticks out, you know. And I can go on and tell you stories about how good, how kind-hearted players are at Montana State. I mean, but that definitely, you know, was the highlight, you know, I would say.
That's pretty cool.
All right, next one from Nick. Who is your favorite weightlifter on the Hawk volleyball team? I think that might have been submitted by one of the girls.
Oh, all right. So hear me out. So I call it Tasky. So Tasky and Mad Dog. So that's, you know, that's Taylor Johnson, Mad Johnson. Yeah. They're like, I'm not gonna say that Taylor, Mad Dog, whatever I ask, you know, they'll do. Tasky bring the energy, Mad Dog bring the discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a silent killer. But I would say, I think me working with Lola Feber outside of the weight room kind of give a little. I have to say her name for this because she kind of got me like the one-on-ones. So then when we were doing a team list, she was just like, I use her for the examples, and she would, you know, she'll kill it, and she's really, really strong. So I have to go low. Yeah.
Next question from Rylan Ort. Walk us through your game week routine.
Oh man. All right. It's been a while. So I would, you know, wake up. I literally get to the facility. I ask the trainer whoever, is opening the doors first. I'm like, hey, who's going to be here first? I want to be here when they get there. So I get there, and then I do like a cold immersion. I get in the cold tub and kind of get my mind right. And then I go into the weight room and then, do a lot of stretches, do a lot of, band work, get firing. And then I end up going to, we end up having chapel. I go to chapel, obviously do everything the team does. And then once we get, after the prowl, once we get in, I go right back in the cold tub. I literally, rush out, rush through the prowl, go in the locker room, go in the cold tub, and then I get taped. And after that, I'm back in the weight room. It's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I go in the weight room, and then I go to the field and do 2 laps, do some stretches while looking at the opponent, and then get my hands warm, do some RPR, and honestly, that's it. I have I tried to headbanging music, but I can't do it. I listen to worship music, because it's so many excited nerves going in. So, and I'm not a defensive player. So it's if I was a defensive player and my job was just to lay people out, oh yeah, for sure. But
Carson Williams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I'm a receiver. I have to read defenses, and I have to be I have to be smart, and I can't always be on go because we don't really have we ran the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, just cool, calm, collective music, and I don't really have some crazy different. I just think the cold plunge was my thing. I'll do it probably 3 times before a game. No matter what the weather was, 3 times before game day. So yeah.
All right. Next question's from Mango. Did you ever get in the lake without a wetsuit this summer?
Oh my gosh. Mango, that's disrespectful. Yes, I have video proof. I got in the lake without a wetsuit. Now I did not get in the lake without a wetsuit when we were putting in the docks. I know that for sure. 'Cause it was cold.
That one's fair.
It was cold as
pretty
heck.
cold, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Put them in at the end of May.
Oh
not,
my goodness.
not warm.
But yes, this summer I got in the lake without a wetsuit. Yes, even though the wetsuit was very tight, I probably won't wear it again. But yeah. But I got in the lake without a wetsuit.
All
You
right.
want to finish out Nick's?
Yeah. Last question here from Nick Johnson. What's the smallest pink tank top you've had to put on?
Oh, Nick. Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. So once again, I wish I could have put up the picture, but
We can throw up the picture if we post this on a reel.
oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, it was this artist, and it's so crazy because the first year we do this big lake day, with the Johnson, with the Whedons. We go up there, and obviously the Davises. We go to Lakeside, and the first year was 2023, and this artist named Ella May, she performed at Lakeside, and she had these shirts, and I brought the shirt. Me being funny, I put on the shirt. Obviously, I got the smallest shirt, and I was walking around, with the shirt. Fast forward, she comes back the same week at Lakeside. So I'm like, all right, time to make this a thing. And her shirts, I swear, were smaller. I don't know how I got any smaller than what it was, but me and Pops, me and Raj, we both brought shirts. They were the only and smallest shirts, and I promise you, man, they didn't even get past the chest. It was not ideal. Ella May looked like it was just spaced out. Oh my, it was, yeah. And then we were just sitting. we decided to just wear the shirts for the rest of the time there. I mean, we're definitely the entertainment of Lakeside whenever she's there. So yeah, that's definitely the smallest. Oh
yeah.
Pops got cut out of this photo. I think it looks better on you than Raj.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't want to see that. You don't want Pops. Oh man, but yeah, no, that was definitely. I couldn't breathe right. with how tight.
I think that whole weekend was entertainment for anybody around the lakeside area.
Oh yeah,
because from our house we could hear it anytime.
Yeah, it's always a good weekend, always. That and 4th of July, of course.
Yeah. I remember hearing that all the dads, and I'm pretty sure CT was a part of it, out playing the bocce ball game in the yard. We hear him up from the house. From ours at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Rod yelling and a bunch of laughing.
Because we're playing. All right, for those who don't know what bocce ball is, you need to be able to see the balls. Okay, first of all, it's 10:30 at night. We're just we're just rolling and hoping, and then Raj would kick his ball on the way to go see where the ball. But we won, and he's a sore loser. But yeah, that's why he was screaming. But yeah, bocce ball was so fun. I've never played that game until this year, and I want to go buy a set because it was real fun.
Glad we're clearing the air that Rod is cheating at bocce ball.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Next question, kind of a segues from Jason Davis. Had to reach out because he's not on Instagram, and he's asking, why have you never won a game of foosball?
Okay, first of all, Jason Davis can't have Instagram. Because of how sorry he is in foosball. So that's why that's why you had to reach out to him. First of all right, I'm not going to blame nobody, but foosball is a two-on-two game, right? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? I was the scorer. Because why? I score, receiver. Right? If the ball never gets to me, how can I score? So I'm not going to blame my partner, who was Liv Davis at the time. Not going to blame my partner. But if the ball never got to my two people, how can I have a hand in winning? You know what I'm saying? It never got to me. I had probably 2 times. You know what? I went 0 for 2. My bad. But the ball never got to me most of the game. And it's very frustrating me. So he's talking smack, and he knows that. You know what? I'll let them have it. They did beat us, okay. But all I'm saying is I touched the ball maybe, 10% of the game? It's a 2-player game. I can't do everything, so.
Was he partners with Raj?
Yes.
Do you think any cheating was going on there
For
too?
sure. You can't do this. They were doing the spin. You can't. That's not regulation. That's not regulation. We're doing the spin. And then Raj, oh, my gosh, you should see how he played. He moves the table. When I'm like, what are we doing? And then no rules, no ref, and I'm the bad guy. Yeah, so that's,
Okay.
I'm not counting that as a win.
Okay.
Next question is from Ty McCullough. Why did you tell Ty the ref said no more celebrations during the Eastern Washington game, and what was Vegan's reaction?
You said, why didn't I tell him?
Why did you tell Ty?
Oh, that might have said didn't. Or that shouldn't say didn't. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. So I remember it was actually crazy. So me and Ty, we're big in the anime, and we're like, man, like I said, we were running team at the time. So whenever we do get the ball and score, we want to celebrate because we never know when this moment go come again. Just to be honest. So we're like, we did the Rasengan, and it's like a Naruto thing where. You build it up, and then if you score, you're getting the punch in the gut, and then you just fall down. So I think I scored first, and I did it, and I think the ref he gave us a warning, and I didn't say anything to Ty. We were hype. I'm not going to tell him, hey, we got a warning, and then we got on the bench because we was like, hey, you got a warning, don't do that again. Obviously, should have stopped it there. But I didn't think we were going to score again. Why? Because we were running team. Mm-hmm. So when Ty scored, the last thing I was thinking about was the warning. Or Coach Vegan said, I was in the moment. So then I'm building him up. And and then flag comes out. And then, oh man. Yeah, Coach Vegan. I mean, I've never had Coach Vegan rip me a new one like he did. But one thing I would say because of Coach Vegan, I mean, it ended up being a smile. So I had my, I always wear my ski mask. And I get to the sideline. He's like, are you kidding me? I just told you. Da-da-da-da. And you just, baby, he saw the sadness in my eyes because you couldn't really see anything else. And he goes on a 5-minute rant. And then he stops. And then he was like, come on, man. Like, he's like, you good. Take the ski mask down. And then he smiles. So then I smile. But, like, and then that's a cool moment that me and Coach Vegan shared before I stopped playing. But yeah, I mean, I've never, ever had Coach Vegan snap on me the way he snapped on me that time. And, yeah, it was a tough 5 seconds. I don't know if he probably saw a tear or something. I don't remember. But it wasn't good. I know that for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Do we want to move on to our rapid-fire questions here,
Yeah.
Keegan?
I'm entertained with basketball. Cats were up to like a 10-point lead at one point.
Yeah. We're up 50. Now we're down 54 to 55.
Yeah,
but
they're
we're
men's
playing
basketball. We'll get into it in a
against
bit. But they're,
Colorado.
what, second half right now?
Yeah.
Halfway through the second half? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you want to move on to our
Rapid fire Q&A here. Favorite place to eat in Bozeman?
I know it's rapid fire. I'm sorry.
It doesn't gotta be quick. You can take your time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, take your time.
I love Long Peak Revisions, man. They cook with beef tallow. Real good burgers. Yeah, I like Long Peak Revisions. It's a good place.
Favorite thing? This more question related to like the current athletes, but like favorite thing to do outside of your sport. So I guess like a favorite hobby of yours.
This is gonna be probably not great, but I like lifting weights. Like literally, I came back from coaching high school football this past Saturday and we lost. And the only thing I want to do is get back in my zone and lift some weights and let all emotions out. I feel like so that's a good hobby of mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sprinting. That's fun.
Who has been the biggest impact or influence in your journey so far for the athletes, but just
You talking like in my life?
yeah.
That's my dad. Where I come from, a lot of people they're not blessed to have a father in their lives. So not only did he stay in my life, he was a great role model, good human, hard worker, and I tried to mimic everything I could from my dad. So yeah, my dad.
All right. If you could have played any other sport besides football in college, what would it have been?
Oh, man. So being at Kentucky and seeing how they got treated like gods, so in the time I was there, Devin Booker was right before I got there, but like PJ Washington, Shy, Monk was there. Who else? Gosh, Hero was there as well. Like Fox was there. Like I was there in the span of those guys, but seeing how they were just for like they wouldn't even be allowed to walk to class. They would have like golf carts taking them to. I was just like, I want to be a basketball player. Like I want to just be like Mike, and just be able to just woo, like just float in the air. I know obviously I cannot be a basketball player, but I think that would be and I love playing basketball just for fun, but basketball for sure.
Good. Let's see. Kind of touched on it earlier, coming to Montana State, but why did you choose Montana State?
I would say the community, and community, because like I said, that Miracle Missoula, that's the community. You know what I'm saying? So I would say truly the community.
Very common answer across the board from all our guests. Yeah. If you could give one piece of advice to the younger generation of athletes, what would it be?
I'll just say, but it was on our wall at Kentucky, but hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. So if you're a talented kid and kids here have God-given height, whatever, they kind of take it for advantage, and hard work beats that time and time again. So if you're a player that, for example, you're too short and you're playing like volleyball, don't just count yourself out. You can outwork your predicament. You can always find a way to make a team to overcome that person who are just slated to win. And I've done that. Like I was a 5'10" receiver in the SEC playing outside and inside. That is not common. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wasn't as tall, but guess what? I made sure I was faster than the taller guys because I can't change the fact that I'm short, but I could definitely get myself stronger and faster. You know what I'm saying? So I just tell athletes, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah, love that. That's great. Mm-hmm. All right. favorite place to go in Bozeman, like a hangout spot or hobby or.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't really do a lot. I would say
You sound like me.
Montana State University track. that's a good place to go and just, I mean, especially before the snow drops. Just go out there and put my foot in the grass and my feet in the sand pit and just run. I mean, I don't really do too much. I mean, I guess, if you want to say Ponderosa, I don't know. Play bowling, do some pool.
There you go.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, and last one here. Favorite song and or artist right now?
I would say Elevation Worship is artist that I'm listening to. My favorite song, gosh, you put anything on Elevation Worship and I'll break out into singing. That stems from a church called Elevation. And I just constantly listen to Elevation Worship. It's a real good group, and then we have a favorite song by them. Everything they produce is good. Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
All right, now
You want to ask our question of the week?
moving on to the Bobcat Weekly Question of the Week. We've asked this to every guest so far, and we're tallying it up, and we'll switch it up here before too long. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh, for sure. Yes, it does. Now, when I go eat pizza, do I always get pineapple on pizza? No. But when I did have pineapple on pizza, it was darn good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good. I love good Hawaiian.
I've said it multiple times on the air, but I just think it's funny. Carson said anyone who puts pineapple on pizza is mentally insane.
Coming from him, that's actually hilarious. The kid, when you look up mentally insane, Carson Williams is there with the picture. That's funny. He says that, but okay. All right.
It was kind of like a little bit different than we were expecting because we see him out on the field, like on the run out. He's screaming and running around like a maniac. And we get here and he's just nice and calm. It's like he gets into a completely different mindset on game day, like to his Rager mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was listening because I was cleaning out my Nana's shop, so I couldn't watch the game, but I was listening to it. And one of the NAU players went down, and the second I said, the announcer said Carson Williams. I'm like, oh, there he goes again, taking another dude out, just smacking dudes.
He destroyed that dude on Saturday.
So
That one hit he had.
Yeah. That's what you want, though. You want a little bit of crazy on defense.
That's why he's been good. It's because he likes to just smoke dudes.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah, that was a fun episode. All right. Move on to trivia here. Did we get a confirmation on the answer yet?
Listen.
No, but I would,
Okay.
or we can ask it later.
It's from the MHSA website.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think it's
Yeah, so that's right.
all right.
Let's just skip trivia. It's not.
So, okay, here's a caveat with this. You can phone a friend if you don't know the answer. So, when we had Tegan and Mackenzie on from volleyball, we asked them a trivia question. It was from about Coach Hauk, and they called Coach Jen and answered the question. So, if you need that, you can.
All right, so your trivia question here. When was the last time BHS volleyball won a state championship?
Oh, y'all. All right. Can I phone her?
Yep, you can phone a friend.
She better answer. She better know this name question.
And then put it on speakerphone so that the microphone can pick it up.
Your call has been
Oh, no.
Call failed. What's going on? I can't even make a call. What is going on? I truly can't make a call. All right. Well, I was going to call Olivia Davis, but.
Do you want to see if Keegan's phone will work for it?
Let's try calling her from my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
'cause
ahead.
Alrighty.
she's not doing anything.
call has been forwarded.
She's on Do Not Disturb. You got to double call. That's how you beat Do Not Disturb everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's partying it up right now on a Monday night.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
I never call her, so she's probably going to pick up thinking,
Brady's in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. All right.
We could wait.
We
throughout
can
the
wait
episode.
and come back
And
and
if
see
she calls
you
back, then yeah.
That's not fun.
It's gotta be all fancy in college.
All right,
studying all
Liv.
the time.
Your call has been forwarded to
All right, we'll wait to see if she calls
All
back.
right,
a little
we'll
later.
give Liv some time.
All right.
Recap. Should we jump over to recap now?
Yep, let's do that. Just putting that at the end so I don't forget it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, football. Great weekend for the guys. Steamrolling Northern Colorado 55-7.
Yes.
Huge day for quarterback Justin Lamson, 16 for 22 for 331 yards and 3 touchdowns. Adam Jones had 10 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown, and Taco Dowler had 5 receptions for 138 yards for 2 touchdowns. Taylor Marsh had that great interception at the end of the game there.
Yes.
Down by the goal line. Yeah, always good to see those D linemen get picks. Keaton, who we had on earlier this year, made a wonderful comment on the radio broadcast. He called it a thick 6. It was hilarious in my opinion.
Big 6. Oh,
Yeah.
my
Love that.
gosh.
Yeah, Justin Lamson said it after the game that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in sports. So I mean that was number 99 just running down the field with the ball. I mean in 80 yards.
Yeah.
is wild.
Right.
Or I think it was
80 and
I think
90.
it's 90 yards actually. And a fun fact about that was actually the 3rd longest pick 6 in Bobcat history. So it's pretty cool that's held by a D lineman now.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember because I was just kind of sitting on the couch because the game was so far at that point. I was like going from my phone to the game back, and I see like pick, and I'm like, sweet, a big man truck, and I was like, who in the world is that? I'm like, oh, it's Talon Marsh. I was like, I just felt I like the whole sideline,
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
with him and stuff. That was so
Oh.
cool.
That was a great play. I love that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Overall, fun day though. I mean, all around great football from the team. I think I didn't expect a necessarily high-scoring game last week when we talked about scores because UNC has put up decent fight against some decent competition this year. So I was almost expecting a closer game, but Cats had their number this weekend. I mean, as simple as that. But, yeah, fun game.
Great.
Any other thoughts?
No, I mean, I think it was just another good, convincing win. I was worried. I felt like we were a little slow to get off, but we definitely came out there and, especially as the game progressed, just started putting scores up. And, yeah, I was just really pleased with how we played, and good game
Yeah.
for the Cats.
All right, moving on to volleyball. Unfortunately, fall to Northern Colorado and Northern Arizona over the weekend. They were swept by UNC and lost in 5 to NAU. Record stands at 12-12 now on the season, 6-5 in conference play. So Cats were at 2 in the Big Sky last week. They fall to 5 with UM at 4 and NAU at 1. We talked about it last weekend on the show about how the Cats need to win more than 2 games at a time, especially in conference play, if they want a shot at the Big Sky title. But still, I think finding things that work and don't work with the team. It's a very young team, as we talked about earlier. But, yeah, hoping the Cats can get back on track, especially being Cat Grizz week, which I'm super excited about. Should be fun. You'll be at the game, but
Yeah.
Get to that later.
yeah. Hockey.
Yeah, so unfortunately went 0-3 over their Utah road trip. 2-1 loss to Utah State, 4-3 loss to Weber State, and a 4-2 to the Utes. It's uncharacteristic. It's not what this team is. It's not like what we've seen them in the past. So I think it's just a little chip in the road. Like you can't expect for the team to be good all the time. They did have some. I did watch a little bit of the games. They did do pretty well. It's just Utah's such sharp shooters.
What?
I just hit the
He hit the
chair
lever
release
on
with
his
my
chair, and he
foot.
just sank in the middle of that sentence.
But they did find the net a couple of times. Spencer, Ben Sutton, Wes Ennis, a few of the big names that we know, looking to bounce back here soon. And it's also those Utah rinks are incredible. It's one of the old Olympic sites is where the Utes
Oh
play.
yeah, they were playing up in Park City.
Yep. So it's always tough to play in there. It's huge. Like they got seats everywhere.
That's cool.
It makes our it kind of makes our rink look like Butte, is how Spencer was describing it, where it's just kind of like a rink between some walls in an old hospital. But yeah, I believe we'll get around to looking ahead. But they're off for a little while, so.
Yep.
Women's hockey, they're off for a little while too, not back till November 14th.
Yeah, like you said, uncharacteristic weekend. I mean, they've been playing well all season. I think they're off to like 9-3 start, which is really good. They're playing great hockey this year, but yeah, little bump in the road. I'm not concerned about it really. I mean, they're a great team. They should be fine. So little bump, but yeah, should be all right. Getting back into. They're off this weekend. We'll talk about it later, but then they get into Cat Grizz here in a couple weeks back in Bozeman. But women's basketball, they wrapped up. Yeah, they wrapped up their preseason with another very dominant win. This time, 88-37 over Bushnell. Another dominant win. Cats playing just like they were last year, and in the first game, 44 turnovers and 31 steals. Yeah, yes, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I didn't watch the whole game, but I think most of those probably came from Taylor, if I had to guess. Yeah, 4 Cats in double-digit figures. Addison Harris with 18, Izzy Bunyan with 12, and Taylor Chirick and Brianne Bailey with 11. So Cats playing really well. Preseason looked great. Not that they were against any tough competition, but a very new team like we talked about earlier. A lot of new faces in the building, super young. And I think they're already starting to mold together, and they look pretty good. Yeah, should be fun. They open their season tomorrow here in Bozeman. We'll talk about that later too. But yeah, cross country.
Yeah, so cross country had the Big Sky the Big Sky Conference Championship here in Bozeman at Bridger Creek Golf Course last week. The girls got third with 83 points, and the boys also got third with 76 points. For those of you that don't know how cross country scoring works, the top 5 runners get points based on what their placement is. Like one gets 1 point, and then it's like golf. You're trying to get the lowest score. So the team with the lowest score for their top 5 runners wins. So yeah, both boys and girls got third. All conference for the boys was Owen Smith with 24.08 and Sam Ellis with 24.28.
That's fast. Do you know how long the course was?
I think it's longer than a 5K for that one. I'm not 100% sure.
It's ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
Another update for your men's basketball tonight. They're down by 1, 65-66 with 6 minutes to go in the game.
I mean, I'm sure that when you're listening to this, you probably already know what happened because
That's
it's
true.
Monday and yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
We're having fun watching.
Moving on to around the conference, Idaho beat NAU 35-32 in overtime. That was a good game on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
A lot closer than we were expecting. I think we all thought that NAU was going to be pretty much ahead in that game with how Idaho's been playing the last couple weeks and being in Flagstaff. Idaho actually held the lead for most of the game. NAU came back a little in the second half, got it to a tie, went into overtime, and then lost that game in overtime. It was a very late game.
Midnight.
Yeah, it ended at midnight, so I was up late. And yeah, it was a fun to watch. I was surprised to see Idaho go get a win. I was talking last week about how I didn't think that was going to be a good game, and I thought ESPN wished they got their money back for that one. But they got a good game out of it. I mean,
OT thriller.
Yeah,
Gotta take
a good
it.
game.
The
DUM at Weber won 38-17. It's kind of what we expected, but I mean, not really what we wanted. I was gonna watch this game, but I saw the score at half and was like, I don't care enough. So I don't actually have a ton to say on this game. Do you guys have anything on this?
Not really. I mean,
No, I didn't watch it.
Kind of expected
I
it.
want to support that.
I don't think my coverage covers that game ever in life. So yeah, can't watch it.
Yeah, good. I like that answer.
Yep. SAC won 35-13 over Eastern. It was the middle of the pack game. I mean, I don't think that'll matter for playoffs or being at the bottom or anything. So, yep. Big upset. ISU beat Davis 38-36. Huge win for ISU at Davis, which is really impressive. They've been in a lot of close games against big schools, with UNLV, Montana. And it was good to see them come out on top, and kind of surprised to see Davis not win that one. I was expecting, a pretty good win out of Davis. Because, I mean, yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on that game?
I didn't watch much of it. but obviously not what I was expecting, not what a lot of people were expecting. You know, Davis has been a pretty good team in the past. They've been doing well this year, and with ISU's, how they played against us, and I don't know what it was. Was UC Davis's defense not doing well? Was ISU's offense on point? Could have been both, but I do believe, I can go look real quick. I think one of the ISU players did get one of the Big Sky honors of the week.
Bobcats take a 67-66 lead over Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, Davis came in at 6 for that game. I think the new polls dropped today. I think they dropped to 11th. So, I mean, that's a pretty big drop for them. They're almost out of the, ranked numbers. Or we ranked to 16 now, don't we, for the playoffs?
I don't know.
Is
honestly.
it 12 or 16? I
We
think
can look.
it's 12. Yeah, so, I mean, they dropped pretty significantly with that game. That should be interesting to see how we play them next week at home for the night game. So, interested to see how that goes. What were you going to say?
I was just going to do the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yes.
very exciting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. The 0-7 Portland State Vikings beat Cal Poly 40-35. First win for Cal Poly of the season.
Portland State.
Or sorry, for Portland.
Congratulations.
I'm tired. Big shout out to them. I think we're all happy to see him get a win here in the win column. I did pick them last week on the show. I said I wanted to hold out for them to get their first win of the season, and they did.
Yep.
So I'm excited for them about that.
I believe I pulled that stat. I want to say it was in the
week 3.
Week 3 or week 4. Portland State had been outscored 205-40.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a long season. Because the week was that week 1 or week 2 loss was it 69-0 against BYU?
Yeah.
And BYU had I think close to 700 yards of total offense. I was like, oh good grief, this Portland State team is gonna be horrible. But pick up their first win, so very happy for them.
Yeah,
And
happy to see him get a one.
Other game from the FCS, South Dakota State falling too.
Yes, I was going to talk on that later. They lost to Indiana State at home in Brookings. This is their second at-home loss in a row. They lost to NDSU last week. That drops them significantly. I think it dropped them to 8th in the.
Didn't Davis drop to 11?
Yeah, Davis dropped to 11. They dropped to 8th, and then I watched the end of that game. That was a very close game. You could see Indiana State trying to hold, and it was getting tough. South Dakota State was getting some momentum, but Indiana State had this one just long pass play at the end of the game that just really sealed it and killed SDSU's momentum. So, good to see them fall. That helps us out a lot.
For sure.
And then the other big upset of the week, there was a lot of big upsets this week, was Tarleton lost to Abilene Christian.
Yeah.
So drop it from the 2 seed. I think they dropped down to 6. Very big win.
7.
Or is it 7?
Yep.
I think it depends on the poll
Okay, yeah.
So that's another big loss. That puts us in a good position because now we are in our own control for getting that 2 seed and having home field through to Nashville. So if we win out, we'll have the 2 seed.
Good.
So
Good.
Brawl the Wild should be pretty big this year. Hopefully. I think they should have game day come to Bozeman, even though it's in Missoula, because they don't want to go to Missoula.
Nobody wants to go to Missoula.
Yeah.
No.
All right, before we get to looking ahead, I did just receive 2 last-minute Q&As from some little buddies of ours.
Oh, cool.
First is from Chase Kimball. He wants to know what is the best part of being a Bobcat.
The best part was just the camaraderie. People ask me, do I miss football? I just miss being in the locker room with those guys and working out. It's one thing to work out by yourself, but it's another thing to work out with your brothers, you know what I'm saying, and achieving the same goal. So I think that's my favorite part. And then I will also say running out in Bobcat Stadium, there's nothing like it. Oh, it's so cool. So cool to run out.
We're getting the game back up. You're fine.
But yeah, those are my 2 answers.
And then last question from I guess Chase has got another question here because it's a good one. Tell us about where the celebration with Ty McCullough originated.
Oh yeah, so it was the Rasengan. It's it's from Naruto. So basically, I don't know if anybody know about Naruto, but he has a clone jiu-jitsu. So like he has this like orb, and he uses clones to like pack on power to the orb, and it makes it stronger. So basically, I hold out. Whoever scores, hold out the orb. The other person pack on power, and then we take that orb and then punch it into the stomach. I don't know what, but I mean, me and Ty did it, and I think JT and Ty did it the year after that, and it actually got I think Montana State University posted that celebration, which was got me kind of salty because I'm like, dang, you couldn't post me and Ty, but
Yeah.
But seeing JT fall was fun. So, but yeah, it came from Naruto. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then got one from the other brother, Cade Kimball. What words of wisdom do you have for kids just getting going with football?
One, okay, like football is a very technical sport and it's hard. I would say if you're young and you're like, oh, like you're not playing as much or you're not as good as you think, don't give up. I played offensive line up until I was, 14, 15? So imagine that, me playing offensive line. I was not a skill position. And then I played tight end after that. So I really didn't hit my spurt in football until sophomore year. And that's when I got my offers and everything. So I'll just tell any young person in football, yeah, it may not be what you want to be now, but I promise you if you keep working hard and you keep going 100%, you will get where you want to be.
Nice.
Great. All right. Looking ahead to this week for Bobcat Athletics. Hockey is off. The off weekend would be nice for them to kind of slow down and reset, heading into Cat Grizz coming up here in a couple weeks. Volleyball, very exciting week. It's Cat Grizz week. So it's always a fun game. They get to play in Worthington Arena, and they pack it every single year since they've started. It's always a ton of fun. They're doing gold out this year, I think. So that should be a lot of fun. But that is this Friday, November 7th, 7 p.m. Game start. Should be on ESPN Plus, I believe. Yeah, should be another really fun matchup. Cats took the first matchup earlier this season up in Missoula in 5. Missoula stands at number 4 in the rankings, and Cats at 5. And Cats coming off the 2 losses, hoping to bounce back. They already have the Grizzlies' number this season. We'll see if they can hopefully take another win. But like we've said in the past, it's really hard to beat a team twice, so I'm not going to be surprised at all to see UM come out fighting in this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think probably should go to 4 or 5 sets again, so at least I think a few of us will be there. You've got a game, so you won't
I will not be there. Brady, are you going to be there? Or are you going to be at the game?
I'll be at the football game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get to that in a
Keegan
little
will
bit.
be there.
Yeah, I will be there. If you want to come say hi, feel free to talk. I'm kind of social.
Yeah.
We're getting there. So.
Hey, we got
No.
stickers made now.
We do,
to give
yeah.
out
So
to
if
you.
you come up to us, we'll give you a sticker.
Yeah.
I
there you
think
go.
I might have to get Keegan some stickers because
You
I don't
do.
think I have
Yep.
given you any yet.
But, yeah, should be a lot of fun. As always, get your tickets. I guess by the time the podcast comes out, it'll be a day before, but get your tickets earlier because they usually have a decent turnout. It's mostly full every year, so, yeah, get your tickets early. But, yeah, football. Aiden, you want to talk?
Cats taking on Weber State this Saturday, the 8th, 1 p.m. kickoff in Bozeman. Should be on ESPN Plus and Scripps Sports. It's Military and Ag Appreciation Week. Weber coming in the matchup 3-6 off that 38-17 loss to Montana in Ogden. Lamson coming and holding the record for career completion percentage right now at 72%. And he's just ahead of Tommy Millott with 67%. And Taco Deller also now holds the record for punt return yards with 1,203. So he is holding that record by a lot. And he's still got one more year of that. Hoping for a good convincing win to prep for the next 2 weeks. I mean, we got Davis next week and then the Brawl the week after. Should be another fun weekend for home Bobcat football. You guys got any thoughts on this game?
You?
No, not much. Just excited to get back to home football. It's been a little while since we've had a home football game, so
Yep.
excited to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will not be at the game again because I've got my last weekend of class, and then I'm done. So
Nice.
excited to get through it. Yeah, I'll be missing this game, but I'll be around for
Night game.
for the UC Davis night game, which should be fun. But yeah, I'll try to tune in if I can. But yeah, it should be another fun game. But,
Yep. And if you see me or Brady walking around, come talk to us. We'll probably be doing some fun little game day interviews and reels.
We got a
around the
microphone
stadium
now to come
using-
do some game day interviews with you guys. So
Should be fun. So come say hi if you see us. Yeah. Moving on to basketball. Regular season getting underway for both the men and women. Men down in Boulder right now. They're currently winning 74-71 with 3:07 left in the second. You'll see what the result is before we will, because this game's going to be done in 3 minutes, and this episode's not going to be done in 3 minutes. Yeah, it's going on as we record. Should be fun to see the men back in action. Very new team this year with a lot of transfers and new faces. Seem to be putting up a pretty good showing right now in Boulder.
yeah, very good showing.
Yeah, up now 74-73. So, yeah, you want to talk about the women?
Yeah, so this game, women's game, will also be over by the time the show's out. They're taking on Carroll College tomorrow evening. That's Tuesday the 4th, 7 p.m. tip-off, ESPN Plus.
and they've won that game.
I certainly hope
That's
so.
my prediction.
Yeah, it's against Carroll. We should. But, yeah, excited to get the regular season underway. Should be a great home opener for the ladies, like we've talked about before. Very new team this year, a lot of new faces, some returning from last year, some figures, but also a lot of some new transfers in, but a lot of freshmen and new faces, which should be a lot of fun to watch. So, yeah, game will be over, but hoping very, very much hoping the Cats take that. But, yeah, get your tickets, come show up. We'll be there.
Yes.
I think.
And
Yeah.
then this won't matter because it will have already happened, but just something that's cool. The first 100 students into the game get these cool Montana State basketball jerseys that are blue and gold, and they look pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get one.
Yeah, pretend we're students.
Because I don't
we'll
think there's
pass
gonna
as
be
students.
I don't think there's gonna be 100 students showing up, but I don't think they're gonna question me.
Yep, should be a fun game. Excited to get back into basketball. We finally put the basketball jerseys up for this week now that we're fully into the season. Some other football news from around the FCS. The selection committee's next set of rankings will
They're
come
actually
out
kind of
next
cool.
week.
Like, considering it's a student giveaway, like, they're actually pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
I like the back of it a lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can snag a couple.
Yeah.
We'll pass the students. It's fine.
Yeah. Yes, the selection committee's next set of rankings come out this Wednesday. So after this podcast will have come out. Excited to see what it looks like. I mean, we've seen some variation, as we were talking about earlier, with where these teams are falling, who the new 6, 5, and 4 are. So I'll be interested to see because that's really the only ranking that matters is what the committee says. So I'll be interested to see what their top 10 looks like this Wednesday. Other Bobcat news. Last week, the new master plan came out. Very exciting. There was a lot of new developments that I thought were interesting. I think the first one they're going to do was the brick. They're putting in
Sweet boxes.
sweet boxes up along the top, which I think will look really cool and bring in some good money. And
Yes, for
then
sure.
I thought they're also updating like locker rooms and stuff.
Good.
And then they have the tennis center, which is about where the bubbles are right now. They're going to build 2 more tennis courts, I think, locker rooms, and then if they get enough money, they're also going to put ski and golf in there and expand that out, so they'll have their own facility. And they're also going to do outdoor tennis courts with this like concessions and restroom pavilion, and then some outdoor seating to watch those games,
Nice.
which should be cool because there's not really a way to watch tennis right now.
Yeah.
And then they're also building. There's a new stadium expansion thing. They're redoing the east side and putting boxes up along the top, so we'll have suites on both sides. And then they're closing in the end zone, so it'll be similar to
The end zone on the north side, yeah.
to the end
around
zone on the north
scoreboard.
side.
Yeah.
And then for the corners, and then underneath the new touchdown terrace, there will be some more bleachers of seating. So then we're fully closed in and
Sweet.
have
I think it said it was supposed to be like close to 30,000 people
Dang.
with
Nice.
the new upgrades.
Nice.
And then I think the one last thing on there was where the old track is, the outdoor track. They're putting in a pavilion out there with concessions and locker rooms for the track out there. So
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's cool to see all that kind of stuff get moving, to see like the ideas and stuff get rolling with that. That should be really cool when they get that all done. So
Yeah.
it's exciting stuff.
All right, getting into a little bit of high school athletics. Second round of high school football playoffs is this Friday. The 4 seed Bozeman is taking on Glacier, the runner-up from last year. They're pretty dang good this year. I would love to see Bozeman get the win out of this one, so we don't have to play Glacier.
I really don't want to go to Kalispell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
then
a long drive.
on the other side, Gallatin takes on Missoula Sentinel. That should be a fun matchup. The team's been looking well. Senior night played a really good game. On the other side of the bracket, the 1 seed undefeated Billings West takes on the 5 seed Great Falls, and then Great Falls CMR takes on Missoula Big Sky, and then the winners of those matches will play next weekend in the semifinals. So hoping for Bozeman to pull out a win here, just so we don't have to play Glacier or go to Glacier.
I'm not really as concerned about playing Glacier. I more just don't want to drive up there because it's a long drive.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, talk a little soccer here for a minute. Soccer state championships was last Saturday. Senior beat Gallatin for the girls in Billings, and then Gallatin won their first ever state championship for the boys.
We'll give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
That's a
them.
big accomplishment for them, especially in the first 5 years of the school. Yeah.
Hat trick for senior Zeke Layton to win 3-2,
Yes.
who's also on the football team as the kicker. Pretty cool for him. Pretty cool for the program. Good to see them get their first ever state championship.
100%. I was there at that game. It was the best soccer game I've ever been to. I haven't been to many, but I think it was the most competitive. It was getting intense because in the first 15 seconds, Hellgate scored, and I'm like, uh-oh. It's like, this could be bad. And then Zeke had a nice header to put it in for the first goal. So it was 1-1 going into the half. Coming out, scored another header to go up by 1. And then he had to finish off the hat trick. The goalie ran straight at him, and he just went straight around him, kicked it in, and the entire team ran over to the corner of the pitch, and they threw him a sledgehammer and did like the hammer down, and the ref walks over and gives him the yellow card. And he's like, I'm sorry I got to do this, but that was 100% worth it. So, especially in his senior game, he said in one of the news interviews he couldn't he couldn't think of a better way to end his senior season with a championship and a hat trick. So,
Yeah, that's
shout out, boys.
yeah. Can't beat that. Yeah. Good job, Gallatin Raptor boys.
Yeah, moving on to our game day picks and insight. Starting off, I'm not going to move the slideshow over yet. I'll move it over.
Yeah,
after
we
the
got
game's
28
over.
seconds.
We got 20.
Kind of want to finish this out, see how this goes.
Yeah, the boys are they're down 4 right now with 22 seconds left. Let's see if we can.
If we
pull it
can
out.
hold at least as close to Colorado, I'm
23.
going to be happy.
No.
Got it back.
Come on.
Come on. 3.
Oh, shoot.
This one's over.
All right. Hey, that's pretty good that we're holding in there with
4.2
Colorado.
seconds.
I'm happy with
Yeah,
that.
that's
We lost
within
that
4 is.
We'll go back to the slide.
Congrats. Coach Logie.
Yes, not Coach Hauk.
Keeping
Logie.
it close to that. Excited to see what you have in sight for the season. Not Coach Hauk, Coach Logie.
All right. Yeah, it's first game, Eastern at Montana. Thoughts?
Whatever the opposite team is of Easton, I don't know the name of them, but I guess gotta pick the other people.
DUM.
That's the Grizz.
Yeah, that's the Grizz.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Brady, what are your thoughts here?
I don't like the Grizz. Sorry, the Pandas.
Yeah.
I forgot. The JV Pandas. I'm going to have to go with Eastern Washington.
Keegan?
Sorry, I was just watching the last shot. Yeah, nothing much to say. Eastern. I want the Grizzlies to lose at some point.
Yeah.
Hand them their first loss.
I don't like either team, but I hate Eastern less, so we're gonna go with Eastern. All right. Moving on.
Easy
to
enough.
next game. Portland State at Sac State. Brady, what are your thoughts here?
Portland State's making a comeback. I'm telling you right now. They're winning
Back-to-back
every
wins.
game for the rest of the season. They're winning out. So go Portland State.
All right. CT, what do you think about this game?
Okay. Portland State is not going to win. I mean, I would love for them to go 2-0, but yeah, it's not going to happen. They're going to probably lose.
I didn't think there was a shot that they're going to beat Cal Poly, and they did.
I know, but did you see Sac versus
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
They're all right. Yeah, Sac.
Keegan?
I would like to see Portland State win, just to let them get 2 wins, but realistically I know that's not going to happen. So we're going with Sac State here. Change my mind, Portland State. Wow us this weekend.
Yeah. I'm going to go Portland State here. Portland State beat Cal Poly. Cal Poly beat Sac State, so therefore Portland State will beat Sac State.
There you go. I like that.
That's my thoughts there. All right. Next game here. Cal Poly at Idaho. What are our thoughts here?
I like how Idaho played against Davis. Put up a good fight against a really good team. Good. I won't say really good. But I think ISU's got the one here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. ISU definitely. After that big win yesterday, they're going to ride that momentum and roll through Cal Poly, I feel like.
Keegan?
Yeah, I really like the way Idaho State played last weekend. They played a great game, and hoping they carried that momentum into this weekend. And I'd like to see them take down Cal Poly. So, take Idaho State.
Yeah, I'm going to take Idaho State too. Cal Poly's coming off that loss against Portland. Idaho's coming off that win against UC Davis. I've liked the way Idaho State has played this year. They've been in a lot of close games against good teams. So give me Cal Poly. Or give me Idaho State. Sorry. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Next game, Northern Colorado at NAU. Brady?
I don't have much to say. I go with NAU.
Yeah, NAU, Northern Colorado, I think. Yeah, I like NAU I feel like they're a better team than Northern Colorado.
It's in the Sky Dome too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to take Northern Arizona here as well. Too many Northerns. I'll take Northern Arizona. Flagstaff's a tough place to play. They're coming off that loss against Idaho, so they're going to be working hard this week, making sure that they're not putting Northern Colorado down. So I think NAU is going to win this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Sky Dome, like you said, harder place to play, and UNC coming off a really tough loss to us, and I like NAU's chances here. So NAU.
Great.
There we go.
Next game here, we got UC Davis at Idaho. What are our thoughts?
I think UC Davis is going to be a little bit fired up from that loss. So I think, I don't know. I think Davis is going to win, but not by much.
Like you said, I think Davis is going to win. But, I mean, Idaho, man, if they stay tight, if they keep the game close to the end, I think Idaho will pull it off. But if Davis get, a little breathing room, Idaho, they're only in the game if you keep them close. If you don't keep them close and beat them how they're supposed to be beat, then, it'll be easy. So, Idaho, just keep it close. You might win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Davis wins, but I think it's going to be a very close game. I think Idaho's done a pretty good job of doing that against tough opponents this year. NAU last week, they did it against Missoula. So keeping themselves in that game necessarily, but I think Davis is still going to come out on top.
Yep. Right there with you on that. I think Davis is going to come out fighting this weekend. Coming off that loss, they're going to want to play some good football. They're going to be hot. They're going to be rolling. But like you mentioned, Idaho, they have the potential to play some really good football. So wouldn't be surprised if they come crawling back. But I'm going to take Davis.
All right. The big game here this week, Montana State against Weber State. We were not a state. Brady, what are your thoughts here?
Hold on. Oh, boy. If you know what to do, I only have one thing to say. Safety. That's all I got to say. It's gonna ride forever. So the Cats are definitely winning. Is that the over under 57.5?
Yeah. Spread is 28.5. Over under 57.5 according to FanDuel.
We're going over. And
Over?
we're winning 60-0.
Oh,
60
Okay.
to 0.
Yeah.
that's aggressive.
Okay.
I like us to go over, definitely. Man, I mean, like y'all said earlier, it's been so long since I feel like it's been a month since we played in Bobcat Stadium. So
It
I
has
think
been a month.
Oh, for real?
I think it has been.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah. So I think the players are gonna feel that, and then the fans are gonna just be on 10 because of how long it's been, and the team's gonna ride that momentum and beat the brakes off Weber State. It's not. I feel like it's not gonna be no contest, honestly. It's gonna be a good halftime tailgate because nobody probably want to go back in because
Yeah,
that bad. So
Everyone's just going to go back in for 50-50, and that's going to be it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cats are going to win this one pretty convincingly. I mean, Weber, they're not a great school this year, so I think we should be able to get a good convincing win like we have against these schools in the past. I'm going to take the 90's more than 57.5, so Cats by 90 over.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cat's back at home. Yeah, like you guys have said, it's been a while since Cat's been at home, so it should be a lot of fun. And I'm taking the over here. I think it's going to be another good game. But yeah, I'm excited for hopefully another good Bobcats win back in Bobcat Stadium for another Catter Day. So we'll go around and do score predictions and then.
Brady, what's your score prediction here?
60-0. And I think we're getting 10 points out of safeties.
10 points out of
Oh,
safeties. Oh, boy.
I mean, Weber State is not known for their offense, especially this year. I'll say maybe like 56,
Okay.
around there, 50-ish to 0.
Okay.
I don't think 60 is kind of overcooked.
My legitimate score prediction here, I'll say, it's a great one. Let's go 47-3. I think they kick a field goal, and I think it's going to be 45, and then we'll get a safety. Keegan, what's your safety?
Yeah. I want to say the Cats are going to score a lot of points. But again, like last weekend, I didn't think it was going to be a high-scoring game. It ended up being very high-scoring. But I'm going to say like 52-7. Yeah. We'll put it 52-7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, back to your thing about them not being a strong offensively this year. I was just pulling up ESPN stats. Their quarterback is 59 for 115, just under 700 yards. So they're living more on the ground this year, it looks like. 9 interceptions. So those guys should be ready.
Oh, with that, Carson's getting 2. Yeah. Dakari's getting 2.
Yeah.
Get Taden one in there, too.
Get Taden 1.
Yeah.
I think
Kenny's
Kenny's
getting
one.
a pick.
Kenny's
Kenny's
going
gonna
to
get
jump.
a pick 6. I think he's going to get a pick 6.
Back-to-back weeks with thick sixes.
Get Seth Brock in there. In the
Yeah.
third or
He was
fourth
in on
quarter.
Taden's interception.
Yes, he was. Get him in there. Get him a pick. That'd be cool. But,
Yeah. Just give everyone one.
Get the whole line.
yeah, check the boxes. Yeah, we jump back to trivia here. If you want to try and call Liv again from either
Is
of
there
your
anyone
phones.
else I would pick up that she put on Do Not Disturb right after I texted her?
Just click the notify anyway.
But she won't respond to me, so that's what we got to go through Brady for this stuff.
Oh. I mean,
Mom's probably asleep.
probably. I'll just take a whack at it.
Okay.
All right, so first question. Have they won a state?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just making sure. All right. I mean, I heard before we had Gallatin. So Gallatin been, 5 years, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I want to say before, if I had to guess, I mean, the history, I heard, before Gallatin, teams were stacked. like football.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just guessing volleyball had to be stacked. I
Yeah,
mean,
they were. They
so
were
I'll say
unreal.
what, probably 2018, 17.
Pretty close.
Dang, you're
2015.
close.
Dang it!
Yeah, close.
All right.
They got really good in there, especially like 19, 20, 21. Even like right when Gallatin opened too, like Bozeman is still really good. They had a lot of really good players.
Yeah, they had all the seniors and yeah.
Well, Chris's class, that senior class was really good.
They made it pretty deep in the
They did.
playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Well,
always
what are
torn
these
because
two
of the people who I
clips in
grew
here?
up with.
So-
Is that
playing
things
for
you're
Bozeman
putting
and
in
I go to
post?
Gallatin. Like,
When I go back and highlight or do my like highlight clips for the
Oh,
Instagram and stuff, I have
that's
my
where your reels.
timestamps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, that just about does it for our script here, at least in terms of things to talk about. I think this was a really good episode. Glad we were able to have you on.
They're real.
Yeah.
Real.
oh, we have notes. We're like our reels for the
I
Instagram.
thought
okay.
he was gonna talk about something, but it was just him saying when he's gonna cut the
Ah.
episode.
No, yeah.
Okay.
To
put
put making
things on the
timestamps
reels.
for
Okay,
myself.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was-
But yeah, glad schedules were able to work out. Glad we were able to have you on. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, another good episode. I think last week is episode 10, which we kind of talked about. It was already like crazy. We're already 10 episodes into Bobcat Weekly. Considering we started this in like August, just being like, hey, we should do a podcast. And now here we are this far into it. But yeah, I think we're getting a lot better with stuff. Episodes are going a lot more smoothly. I think we realize that. I think the fans do as well. We're having a lot of fun with it. And I'm hoping that the guests are having a lot of fun coming on here as well. Fun to get on and talk about. And yeah, I think that just about wraps it up. If you guys have anything else to say, share?
No. You
Pointers.
got anyone you want to shout out or anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, if you're interested in some adult strength training, or if you're a youngin and you want to take the next step in your career, hit me up for CT.
There you go.
Great. Yeah.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Bobcat Weekly. We will be at basketball tomorrow and
Football on Saturday.
football Saturday. I'll be at volleyball Friday. So come over, say hi. I'd love to talk. We have stickers, too, if you want Bobcat Weekly stickers. We're pretty excited about those. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And, as always, go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.